Hi guys, welcome back to Waxing On. It's Monday, and that means it's jazz. And today I've got a real treat for you. It's an album from Columbia under Contemporary Masters Series. Came out in about 1982. And if you've been following our series at all on the Mondays, you'll find a lot of the people we've talked about already are performing on this album. And what the album is live unreleased recordings from the Newport Jazz Festival. And this runs from 1956 to 1963. And it is just a classic album. I mean, if you're looking for something to showcase who was hot in jazz in the late 50s, early 60s, and the ones that made a real mark in the music industry, this is the album for you. Just to give you some idea who's playing on it. And again, you're going to recognize a lot of these names because we've already featured some of these players over the last year. Louis Armstrong and his AllStars, doing a song, Kokomo, I Love You So, and When the Saints Go Marching In. And along with Louis Armstrong, we got Trummy Young on trombone, Peanuts Hucko on clarinet, and Lord Herbert on bass. Louis Armstrong AllStars again, only this time featuring Bobby Hackett and Jack Teagarden, who we mentioned on a couple of albums. Jack Teagarden played trombone with Louis Armstrong and also with Benny Goodman on one of the discs we reviewed. And it was a song called Rocking Chair with Hackett on cornet, of course, and Teagarden doing trombone and vocals. Louis Armstrong back for another one, but a little different one this time with the National Jazz Band doing Sunny Side of the Street. And again, this one, I mean, we're looking here, Louis Armstrong. We've got full big band out here. A lot of players that I don't recognize on, but certainly a lot. This was in 1958 that were backing up Louis Armstrong in a big band setting. Okay, let's go down. Rex Stewart and the Ellington Alumni All-Stars doing one of Ellington's big hits, Sea Jam Blues. And here we got Rex Stewart on cornet, Cootie Williams on trumpet, Ben Webster on tenor saxophone, Billy Strayhorn on piano, and Sonny Greer on drums. Benny Webster and Billy Strayhorn also have a feature of their own doing Chelsea Bridge. Side 2, I mean, if that wasn't enough with side 1. Side 2, and this is a 2-album set, so we got 4 sides to work with on this. Side 2, Duke Ellington Orchestra, the Black and Tan Fantasy. And at this point, playing with Duke Ellington, trumpet section, Ray Nance, Cat Anderson, Willie Cook, and Clark Terry. Jimmy Hamilton on clarinet. We've got Johnny Hodges on alto sax, Paul Gonzalez on tenor sax, Duke Ellington, of course, on piano, and Sam Woodyard on drums. We've got Jimmy Rushing with the Benny Goodman and his orchestra doing Boogie Woogie. Now, who does Benny Goodman have with him at this point? Well, Benny on clarinet. We've got Bernie Glow, Taft Jordan, and Doc Severinsen sitting in the trumpet section. I mean, this is one of those rare times. I don't think I have any other recordings that have Doc playing with Benny Goodman's orchestra, so this was quite a find. On saxophones, we got Buddy Tate, Ernie Maru, Gene Allen, Roland Hanna playing piano, Roy Burns on drums. And the trombone section, we have, Eddie Burton and Vernon Brown. Again, I'm not too familiar with those two. For me, the catch was Severinsen playing trumpet with Benny Goodman's band. I mean, this was great. We've got George Wine and the Newport AllStars doing You Could Depend on Me. And who do they consider the Newport AllStars? Well, George Wine on piano, Bud Freeman tenor sax. We got Ruby Braff on trumpet, Al Gray on trombone, Roy Haynes on drums. Side 3, and the hits just keep on coming here. Newport AllStars, Jump the Blues. This time the Newport AllStars are made up of Lester Young on tenor sax, Buck Clayton on trumpet, Jack Teagarden's back with us on trombone, Pee Wee Russell on clarinet, Joe Jones on drums. Again, these are all just big names, and some of them they must have put together just for this event to record some of those things. But I mean, these are people we've talked about on all of the shows. These are some of the biggest names in jazz. The Newport House Band, goodness gracious, Coleman Hawkins tenor sax, Zoot Sims tenor sax, Howard McGee. We got Clark Terry on trumpet, Joe Zawinul on piano, before he got in playing with Cannonball Adderley and Miles Davis and Weather Report and all of those people. The Dave Brubeck Quartet doing a Raggedy Waltz, And pretty standard, Brubeck and Paul Desmond. We have Eugene Wright on bass and Joe Morello on drums. Okay, side 4. We're wrapping it up. We got the Miles Davis Quintet. And one of those early great quintets, Miles Davis, John Coltrane, Bill Evans, Paul Chambers, Jimmy Cobb. And we're doing Bye Bye Blackbird. And just a great set. And what follows Miles but Thelonious Monk? And we'll talk about him in a couple of weeks. We'll do an actual feature on Thelonious. He's doing, with Thelonious Monk, Charlie Rouse on tenor sax, Butch Warren bass, Frank Dunlop on drums. Sonny Stitt's in here with Sal Salvatore. We've got Jerry Mulligan Quartet doing Catch as Catch Can, and featuring Art Farmer on trumpet, Bill Crow on bass, Bill Bailey on drums, and of course Jerry Mulligan on baritone sax. I mean, this is 4 sides that basically is the history of jazz. Some of the greatest players in the late 50s, early 60s, and a lot of them continued on through the 60s into the 70s. And if you get a chance to find this one, you say, I got it in 1982. I don't know if it's even still in print. It's on Columbia. It's called the Contemporary Masters Series. Just an excellent album. Okay, that's it for today on Monday. We'll see you again on Wednesday when it's Classic Rock. Hope you join us then. Everybody take care. Thanks for stopping by.